Peace, peace, peace. Wherever you find yourself in the world, I bring peace and prosperity to you. Good evening, it is the Hood Mystic, and today we're discussing Jupiter and Scorpio. Now, Jupiter has been in Scorpio since October 10th, 2017, and will remain there until November 8th, 2018. And this is going to be part one in a series of things, since Jupiter and Scorpio will last the whole year. So we can kind of monitor and look at this throughout this upcoming year, how Jupiter and Scorpio is affecting us on a personal level and as a collective, because we are one. And I truly believe that. And this is just a way that we kind of can explain astrology in real time and in real terms, instead of it being some abstract, weird thing to say. I'm really just trying to explain it to you in full force. So like I said, this will be broken down into parts. So this is just part one. And if we just look at Jupiter and Scorpio as written on RachelLang.com, this suggests the time of digging deep beneath the surface, and in doing so, getting in touch with some truth that may have been hidden, then we will see in our personal lives as well as in the collective. So let's deal with the truth that may have been hidden. Let's talk about the first time Jupiter was in Scorpio was in 2005. 2005 was really famous for Hurricane Katrina and Kanye West on the telethon with Mike Myers saying George Bush don't care about black people. That was kind of revealing to America, because up until that point, we all know that racism exists, but it was never seen so overtly in the natural disasters, where we have 1,300 people killed during the Hurricane Katrina and only 34.4 billion. And you say, why am I saying only 34.4 billion? Because this year Hurricane Harvey did over 198.63 billion, and there was not even 100 deaths. So that goes to show how much inflation has taken place between 2005 and 2017, and how much of a murder and disaster that took place in Hurricane Katrina. Now, let's talk about how this thing works as far as astrology. So we know earlier this year we had, well, not earlier this year, earlier last year, 2017, we had a solar eclipse, August 21st, 2017. During the same time, we had another hurricane like Hurricane Katrina, but actually did 3 times more money damage than Hurricane Katrina, Hurricane Harvey. Looking up the etymology of the word Harvey, it means battle worthy. So this is a battle that was instigated August 21st during the solar eclipse, new moon, when new moons is all about intentions. Every week I come and we talk about, well, every alternating week where we talk about new moons, I say new moons are the perfect time for you to do intentions. And so when they set that intention with Hurricane Harvey, they set that intention to do battle. And so here we are, the biggest Harvey of them all. Not but 2 months later, we have Harvey Weinstein, where we have over 80 women accusing him of sexual misconduct. After the fact, I might add. So the question would be, what could we learn from this? This is what Scorpio is about. It is about teaching you. But what the media is doing a poor job at is teaching the lesson. They are just simply pointing the finger. And this does not help anyone. It just creates more victims, because you don't know what this is setting up in the psychology of men in the future. To think that they're bad or to think that, people that they looked up to are just, sexual deviants. So let's look back at Jupiter and Scorpio one more time. It suggests the time of digging deep beneath the surface, and in doing so, getting in touch with some truth that may have been hidden. And we will see this in our personal lives as well as in the collective. So here we go. Matt Lauer, Russell Simmons, these are the creme de la creme of black media that are now being slapped and hit with these allegations, and there is no lesson being taught. It is just, people are losing their jobs, people are losing their respect, but nobody is losing their freedom. Nobody is being formally charged as of yet with any criminal cases. So all we're dealing with is speculation. And I feel like this is very dangerous because we live in America, a land that is supposed to be held upon the structural tenets of not guilty or guilty until proven innocent. So now we have these men, and I'm not speaking up for these men or defending these men. I'm just saying that we are setting up a battle between men versus women, and like Hurricane Harvey means battle worthy, prepared for battle. This is what is being implemented, and if you are not aware of what is happening, that is because you are not aware of your own shadow. You are not aware of the things that is wrong with you. So you just simply easily cast on this negativity onto these men that you don't know what they've done. You just can only go by the news. And so this brings us to the sex dolls. Since we're talking about the shadow and really what's hidden and what's now being brought to the light, you may see the sex doll that has been in the news and on your Facebook feed as something that's being brought to light. But no, what is really being brought to light is the anger and the shame and the hypocrisy of people who use sex toys and things like that on the regular. Now that men have an option, it is now a problem. And that is weird to me. Because when you think about sex dolls and sex toys, that is more or less like a women field. But as a guy, it is not something that I would condemn a woman for. It is not something that I would feel like she could replace me with, even though she has. But it is not an outrage from a guy's point of view, because guys tend to respect a woman's desires or the things that she particularly needs. And so, not to make this thing men versus women, I'm just speaking on the particular shadow that this is causing in our community. Because Scorpio deals with taboo, and it deals with power, sex, and money, and shared resources. And Jupiter is about expansion, growth, and increase, and it actually magnifies or shines a light onto our taboos, our power structures, and our sex, and how we are actually controlling our resources. These things are very important. And so Jupiter and Scorpio is here to expose what has been hidden. And so you think that what is hidden is male dominance over women, but that is not hidden. Everybody knows that. What is hidden and what remains and continues to be hidden is the female fear that something is going to replace her, that somebody is oppressing her, that somebody is using her, that someone is taking advantage of her. But that cannot be really the case, because you can use your voice when injustice happens. Nobody stops you from using your voice. But when it comes to getting a role or a job or something like that, you kind of turn a blind eye and do what you need to do to get to where you need to get, but not recognizing that that creates a shadow. So everybody else that you see doing the thing that you want to do, even if it comes to a man abusing his power, the thing that upsets you the most about that in regards to the shadow is because you're not able to abuse your power. You see in him something that is within yourself. And so really clearing this is very key going into this Jupiter and Scorpio time, because we all have shadow and we all cast that shadow out on other people. We all project it out on other people. So how can you work through this? Like I said, this is not going to be a one-time video. This is just a part one. So we really have to discuss this Jupiter and Scorpio, and we really have to discuss this shadow. Carl Jung says, one does not become enlightening by imagining figures of light, but by making the darkness conscious. So what has been hidden for so long is now being shown. And can you handle what is being shown without being defensive, without running and hiding, without feeling like you're the victim, without oppressing anybody? We all have to come into whatever darkness that we are faced with. And it does not serve us to point fingers. It serves us to recognize where our projections lie, where our darkness lies, so we can start to heal ourselves and we can begin to now use our voice. This video has been brought to you by The Altar Creations, the home of mystical healing supplies. There's some great things that they got there. You can check them out at www.etsy.com/The Altar Creations. You want to check the Cash Money Spell t-shirt, right now selling for $30. It also comes with a crystal set and some homemade money candles. Really manifesting things with this shirt. Powerful energy. Also, if you're interested in tarot readings, astrology readings, or chakra counseling, please send me an email at hoodmystic@gmail.com and I will get with you and we can discuss this thing, because it's all about spirituality. It's all about healing. So if you're ready for this real information, please get at me. So like I said, man, this is just the first part to the Jupiter and Scorpio series. I am the Hood Mystic, and I'm gonna be doing more of these short type videos and really touching on the information, touching on the news, touching on the celebrities, touching on pop culture, to really give you that astrological esoteric point of view, because I feel like there's nobody on the internet truly giving it to you like it needs to be got. And so here it is, man. I am the Hood Mystic, and this is my channel, Hood Mystic University. This video is Jupiter and Scorpio part 1, and I'm out.